Welcome to Shout Out. Out of the closet and into your ears.
Hello and welcome. I'm Matthew Tosh, and on this week's show we celebrate Bi Visibility Day. But that's nothing compared to the person sitting next to me, Steff Barnett.
We are also speaking to James Bell and Leo LeBeau about their new film, Birthday Boy. And I must say it's an absolutely great welcome back to James Bell and Leo LeBeau. Their film, Birthday Boy, is just about to be released. I think you completed it earlier this year, didn't you, James? Give me a bit of background to the finishing.
That's right. So yeah, we finally finished all post-production early this year, and we're really excited to now be starting to be accepted into festivals, and the film is going to start getting out there, finally.
Excellent. Now, Leo, I see that you interviewed 20 trans boys. How did you pick the star of the film out of 20?
Oh, it was very, very difficult. We were so delighted to have so much talent wanting to be part of our film. We actually did 2 rounds. So we did an open audition. We did a casting call on social media. We went to places all around London, different kind of schools, and also different kind of LGBT centres. Once we got the call, we was just so amazed. Like, we knew that we wouldn't be able to do that in like one session. So we kind of narrowed it down, I think, to about 5, I think it was. It was a long time ago.
So you say it seems a long time ago. How long has it actually taken you from the start at the first day of filming to actually having it in the can and doing the last scene? How long did it actually take?
Oh, it's been such a journey. I mean, we started the Kickstarter in the beginning of 2019, and then we were filming in November 2019, obviously just before the pandemic hit a few months later, which really kind of put a spanner in the works with all of the post-production. We had to kind of make everything go remote, but it was amazing. Our editor found ways for us to edit via Zoom. We had people doing work for us across different countries. Everything just kind of came together, but it really was like a long post-production, much longer than we anticipated.
Yeah.
But because of that, we got to really put so much into the film, and I think it's truly like the best it could be.
Well, obviously, because going on just a little bit, you're up for some awards, are you not?
So we've just been selected for something called the Iris Prize, which is a BAFTA A-list qualifying festival taking place in Cardiff this October. And we've also been selected for another BAFTA qualifying festival called the Norwich Film Festival, which will be in November.
Wow. That's incredible. Going back to the film, with COVID and that, and trying to keep people apart, that must have been quite burdensome for making a film.
Well, luckily the actual shoot was before any of the social distancing.
Oh, you managed to do that? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, we filmed. That's how long it's been. It was 2019 November.
Yeah.
But then a few months later, that's when everything kind of happened. So we couldn't meet with our editor or our composer or anyone in person.
Okay. Now, just give me a bit of the synopsis of the film. Now, it involves the lead, who's a trans boy who's stuck in an all-girls school.
Basically, it centres around a 16-year-old trans boy. It's their birthday, and they go to an all-girls school. They're part of a scholarship. During that time at the school, they decided to transition. Even though it's a story about a trans boy, it really centres around bullying. It doesn't really focus that much on their transition.
Hey, morning, birthday boy.
I made you fruit flan for your birthday. Dairy, gluten and sugar-free. Sweetheart, have you taped your chest up? It's a school day.
Mum, it's fine. Really.
Their family kind of accept them, but there's a whole kind of weight on their shoulders. They come from a low-income background, got into a really great school, so the family want them to do really well, so that they're kind of having to hide themselves in the school. And during all of this, they're facing the trauma that a lot of people probably can relate to in school, such as bullying, and they're having to deal with this kind of isolation that they face of really not being able to be themselves. And it's online where they can really find their community, and they play online games, and there's this one person that they chat to regularly, and they've kind of found a kind of connection with them. It's hard for me to go back much into it without spoiling anything. But
yeah, we don't want to be doing that. No spoilers on this show. Whereabouts did you film it? Was it in various places, or were you in one area?
It took us quite some time to location scout. We must have spent about 6 to 7 months mainly trying to find a private school. The schools are quite notoriously difficult to film in just because of all the regulations that they have. It was getting closer and closer to shoot date, and it ended up the perfect kind of location for a school was right on our doorsteps that we never would have thought of.
We were very
right
lucky.
by the film school, like literally 5 minutes. It was like a glorious moment. Like we were like, oh, this is fantastic, because now we can do what we wanted, but we can do a bit more because we don't have to travel like 2 hours to a location.
Wow.
And that was in Beaconsfield.
Yeah, how
which is where my
fortuitous
film
was
school
that?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And they were such a lovely school. Couldn't ask for a better host.
Now, you've got the cast in front of the cameras, but there's quite a cast of people actually behind the camera, isn't there? You've got composer Saul Bragman, who done the music. Why did you choose Saul?
Saul is such a lovely person. Not only is he incredibly talented, he really thought hard about not to use any kind of music that would be fitting for the film. And he just worked extremely hard as well. A brilliant person to work with.
Going backwards, whose idea was it to do a story on a trans boy? Where did you get the inspiration from?
So originally, some aspects of the story were inspired by someone quite close to me, but then we also put in kind of some stuff from our own experience in schools as well, growing up in bullying. And one of the main themes in this film is about the kind of positive side of the internet, how you can find community, how you can find friendship. And I think that's something that a lot of queer people can relate to growing up when you feel quite isolated.
Yeah, absolutely. James, Leo, we've run out of time, but we do need you to tell us where people can actually watch the film and how they can keep in touch on social media.
So you can follow us at bdayboyfilm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Our official website is birthdayboyfilm.com, and you'll be able to watch Birthday Boy in the Iris Prize in October, Norwich Film Festival in November, and also from November you'll be able to watch it on Channel 4 OD, so 4 on demand.
Oh, excellent. Look forward to that. James Bell, Leo LeBeau, thank you so much for your time and good luck with that award.
Thank you so much.